Hi, Nicole. How are you?
Hold on.
So, what kind of clubs are you in? What's your involvement in Albemarle? What kind of extracurriculars are you a part of?
Yes, I'm a part of Black Student Union. I'm a part of Student Equity Advisory Team for the county. I'm a part of the Thespian Honor Society. I'm a part of the Albemarle High School Young Dems. I'm a part of the SCA, and I hope I didn't forget anything.
So, I'm not sure if everybody saw, but over the quarantine period, Naquel spoke in front of the governor at the press conference that was broadcasted live to millions of people. What was that like, and what did you talk about?
It was terrifying, if I'm being honest. I didn't know I was going to be at the governor's press conference until about 2 hours and 45 minutes before the press conference was supposed to start. So obviously, I was thrown for a loop. I went to sleep late the night before, so I woke up to the phone call about me being invited to speak at the governor's press conference. And basically, what it was about, it was after George Floyd got murdered, and I just talked about the importance of voting, being able to have certain conversations to like not not necessarily like let up in a way, like not just be, antsy and like forget everybody, da 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 da, but just really encourage like my peers and kids who are my age, how important their voice is, being able to speak up about stuff that is right, being able to go out here and make a difference with your vote because voting is important. That's like the main way to get issues fixed is to vote. And I basically just told all the protesters to be safe.
For sure. And at the end of, right before you walked off stage, you held up the Black Lives Matter fist. What does that mean to you personally, and why do you think it's important?
Well, it meant just that. It meant Black Lives Matter. Obviously, I was able to stand up there and speak about my opinion and my views to be able to speak to many other Black children just like me, but George Floyd would never speak again. Breonna Taylor will never be able to speak again. Tatiana Jefferson will never be able to speak again. So that's just what it meant. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter today, tomorrow, and every day after that.
For
And
sure.
if you have an issue with that statement, then you're a part of the problem.
A lot of students at the beginning of this school year had the option to, well, not only stay virtual and go hybrid, but a lot of seniors had the opportunity to graduate early if they wanted. What was some of like the thought process that went into graduating early as you picked?
COVID, honestly, that was the only option. I didn't think that COVID was just going to go away by the time the second semester came. Just judging from the numbers, it didn't look like that was going to happen. And I don't want to be on a Zoom all year long. If I'm being honest, this isn't fun. I'm sure a lot of us can relate to that. Having to be on 4 different Zooms each day gets very tiring and depressing. And I didn't want to do it. And I had enough classes, I had enough credits where I only needed 4 more. So I decided to just do 1 semester, and I'm happy I did it.
Awesome. Makes
The
sense.
bad part about that, though, I'm not allowed to participate in anything VHSL because I graduated early.
So as a part of the Black Student Union, obviously you're the vice president and Kennedy's the president. So what's some of the agenda that the Black Student Union has? What are they trying to accomplish in either Albemarle or just Albemarle or the greater Charlottesville community?
Yeah, so what we're trying to do, we're trying to build ideas and infrastructure on how to make Albemarle more equitable, inclusive, trying to teach people about how other people's lives are different from what theirs are. How they live is different, how they think is different. The things that they're able to do is going to be different from others. We're also trying to build projects so we can have open dialogue with administrators, staff members, to make sure that everybody feels comfortable in classes, what they need to be supported, how to make things equitable, and things like that.
Obviously, the sponsor for the group is Mr. Gambino. Is it a little ironic that the sponsor is Caucasian and not Black? Does that bother you at all, or what are your feelings on that?
No, it does not bother me because what we want, what we wish people kind of understood with Black Student Union is you don't have to be Black to be a part of it. We encourage other races to be a part of it because that's how we can make real positive change in this world. It can't be just Black people doing all the work. We have to be together. And if a Caucasian male wants to make a difference in his school and his community and wants to be an ally to make sure things are happening and to get things done, who's going to have a problem with that? He's an amazing advisor. He works day in and day out to make sure we're getting everything done that we want to.
So what are your plans for next year? Obviously, we're living in a pandemic here that's probably stalled a lot of college plans and stuff, but what are your plans for the future?
Yeah, so I'm definitely going to college. I've been accepted into 8 schools so far. I plan on going for accounting, and I'm debating if I want to either major or minor in political science. And what's funny, Malachi doesn't know this, but this Sunday I've committed to a school already. And if any of you guys are wondering, I committed to Howard, which was my #1 choice. So I'm really excited about that.
Awesome. I know personally, I know that you wanted to go there for a while. You looked at that school, so congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you.
What's the biggest hurdle you've had to overcome so far in your secondary education?
Have I come across any hurdles? I'd say maybe trying to prioritize my time. Obviously, I'm involved in a lot of clubs and things at school and extracurriculars, and it can be hard when you're taking like harder classes to make sure you get your work done, do your outlines, make sure you read the chapters each week, and then do your additional work that you may or may not have finished in class, as well as still being the vice president of Black Student Union, being a part of SCA, being able to rehearse your lines for the next fall show. So I guess being able to prioritize my time and not procrastinating has been the biggest hurdle for me, but I think I've overcome all those issues.
Lastly, how do you feel like you've grown or developed over your high school career?
Oh, I think I've grown a lot as far as being able to work with other people and not be so stuck in like what I want done and how I want that done. I've been able to like travel to different clubs and organizations to see what do I like to do. Do I like doing volunteer work with Key Club? Do I like acting? Do I like doing forensics? Do I like throwing shot put for track and field? I've been able to do all of that at Albemarle and get a sense of what I want to do and what I want to focus on in my next point of life, which is obviously college, and then when I'm old enough to like actually have to get a real job.
For sure. Thank you so much, Nicole. I really appreciate it.
No problem.